Hello and welcome, guys, to this live session, guys. And in today's session, I'm going to show you how, with a tiny audience, a tiny YouTube channel, you can actually make more money than someone who has 100 times your audience. It's pretty insane. So instead of giving you the theory, what we're going to do, we're actually in the back end of my own channel, and I'm going to show you my own stats, okay? So that you have all the numbers and you can see that what I'm saying is actually backed up by data. So we are on my channel here, and guys, as I said, I have a tiny channel. Okay, I am not a YouTuber per se, in the sense that this is not my main channel, and I'm slowly trying to figure out what's happening on on YouTube, but I'm getting there. And my channel has 873 subscribers, so thanks to everybody who subscribed. But you can see that my channel had more than 46,000 views in the last 28 days with just this amount of followers. So am I monetized? No, my channel is not monetized, but it is making approximately $1,000 every 7 days from this tiny YouTube channel. And as you guys know me, I like to automate stuff, so it's pretty much automated. So let me refresh this so you see it's not a screenshot. And I'm basically going to show you kind of like the numbers, so that you can see that I'm not making anything up, and you will understand that it's possible, even with a small audience, to actually be able to build a very profitable business that is only going to grow. Okay, so this is the last what is that, 28 days. And in the last 28 days, guys, I had like 46,200 views, which is 43,500 more than usual. All right, because I made some changes, and these changes are working. So for you to actually see the magnitude of these changes, I want you to see, this is the year, like this is the last year, and you can see my channel was doing absolutely nothing. And it's not like I wasn't posting or anything. I was adding some content to YouTube, but not like, honestly, not knowing what I was doing. I was just putting content there with no strategy, with no nothing. Okay. Until one day I decided that, you know what? I need to go and study YouTube a little bit and see what I can get from it, because I know there are a lot of people who are making good money with YouTube, right? So this is when things started spiking here, right? And so this week, I'm basically going to go, for those of you guys who are interested in starting a YouTube channel, but you basically think that, you know what, it's not for me. You need to be a proper YouTuber. You need to have the perfect set in the background. You need to have all this gear and stuff. It's not for me. I cannot do it. Like, honestly, guys, you can see, look at the number of subscribers that I have. It is pretty insane what's happening here. And I don't have fancy gear. You can see the background. I'm in my living room. You don't need anything fancy, all right? And right now, I mean, as of now, when I'm recording this, it is about, on average, every 7 days, that tiny YouTube channel there is making me more than $1,000, okay? Which means that, again, I'm not monetized. I don't have enough watch hours. So you need like, I don't know, 4,000 watch hours or something to be monetized. I don't have those watch hours. So there are other ways to actually monetize your YouTube channel, which is great. So that opens the door for everybody. Like with 10 views, you can already start making some good money on YouTube. Okay. So what I want you guys to understand is I have 873 people, but I have 873 of my, I'll say, ideal clients. Okay. And I'm going to show you the numbers. We're actually going to go into the analytics here. So this is the analytics that shows you the kind of like the audience. You can see, I mean, again, guys, this is for the last year, right? You can see nothing was happening until I figured something out. And you can see it is working now. My channel is growing. I don't have the biggest channel on the planet. I don't really care. I'm not trying to have the biggest channel on the planet. I'm basically trying to get the right type of people. And what is the right type of people for me? If I show you, if we go here, you will see that, where are we here? Yeah, there we go. So you have channels where you have kids or something watching your videos. And if you look at the breakdown of my channel, so it is 89.9% male. So obviously, I thought I was good looking and stuff, and I was going to attract women, but apparently it doesn't work that well. So ladies, please hook your brother up, start watching the channel, please. But it's not like I was trying to attract males. So for whatever reason, I attract more male than female. Maybe I'll wear a wig or something. But you can see the geo. 52% of my audience is, let's say, this is approximately 60%, is in the US, UK, Canada. You have Germany and stuff like. So I don't have kids. These are kids, 13 to 17, 0.6%. Okay. The bulk of my audience is people who have money. Okay. They have jobs, they have money, and stuff like that. I'm not doing anything. So it's not attracting people who are just there for the views. It is attracting the people that I want who have money and you can basically get my products. Okay. And the beauty about this stuff is right now I don't need to chase trends, right? I don't need to go and dress up like a clown and start doing jokes and stuff like this. This is not what I'm about. I'm here and I'm basically giving people my expertise and what I know how to do without having to change who I am and without having to play some character or something. And it's working. Okay. So I know a lot of people, and probably you're like, nah, YouTube is good, but then now, it's not my generation. I need to, do what the youngsters are doing, entertainment and blah, blah, blah. You don't need to. I don't, right? And you can see the results. I mean, and this is the live results for like the last, and you can see this is live, right? For the last 48 hours, like a 1,000 something views that I get on my content. I don't have to do anything crazy. And if you ask me, right, I'll rather have 100 CEOs in my audience than 10,000 students. Okay. Because the narrative of YouTube is, oh, you need a big audience and stuff like this. No, you need the right people. Okay. So in my case, guys, I have automated the whole thing. Okay. The whole thing is pretty much automated. So there's a very little that I actually have to do. So I have to do these lives. So these lives are not automated. I'm not a machine. I'm not the Terminator, right? So these lives, I will do them myself, but everything else is automated. I don't actually need to get on camera. It's very cool. It's really, really cool. So I just wanted to make this very quick live just to show you guys that it's possible with a tiny audience to actually get some great results. And I want you to pay attention to something. So this is the last last year. In the last year, I had 85,000 views on this channel. Okay. But just in the last month, I had more than half of that. Okay. It's insane. And simply because I figured something out. Right. And the numbers is just short. I figured something out. I was like, okay, how can I make it easy for myself to be able to have a successful YouTube channel without the gear, without being 20, without dressing up like a clown, and without having to get on camera. Okay, these were the things that I wanted, so that I can basically reap the benefits of YouTube without the kind of like the drawbacks, because it's not me. I don't like this kind of stuff. And I started thinking, and then I found I had an hypothesis, and then I started testing, right? And then I did some tests, worked really well, and this is when it peaked. So this is like a month ago, So a month ago, so here I tested a bunch of things, it was working, and then here I was like, okay, let me try this, and I implemented something, and oh my God, you can see the results here, right? It's not like I can lie to you; it's like live. You can see the results. So what I'm gonna do is, so this week a lot of people have been asking me, and it's very funny because I am not the YouTube guy, and nobody was asking me anything about YouTube, and thankfully they didn't, because I didn't know the first thing about YouTube. But I showed it to a bunch of friends, and they were like, dude, this is fantastic, right? How are you doing this? And I figured, you know what, this week, I'm going to, for those of you guys who are interested, I'm going to leave a way for you to tell me if that's something of interest for you guys. And I said, look, I'm going to show you what I've done. I am not Mr. Beast or something. My channel is not the biggest, but I know for sure that this system works. It works like crazy. It attracts the people that I want, the people who have the mindset that I want, who have the money that I want, and those people they like the content enough to go out and buy from me, right? And again, the rest is pretty much automated. Okay, like 95% of what I do here is completely automatic. So that is kind of like, well, it's Sunday now. I'm not going to make like a long ass video or something, but yeah, just wanted to show you this. I'm being like honest, super honest, and very transparent about everything. That's what I like to do. I don't like to tell you stories of, oh, you can do this, you can do that. I only talk about what I do, and what I can do and what I can show you that worked. Okay. I will not tell you about something I've never done, something I heard that someone else did, because it's just going to stress me for whatever reason, promising you something that I cannot deliver. Here in this case, and this is the case for everything that I do, I show you the backends. This is, so I'm very happy with this. And now that I found the formula, now I'm going to start scaling this up. So if this is something that's of interest, stay tuned, because now this whole week, I'm going to come up with something, and that will give you the opportunity. If you are, for example, if you already have a channel yourself, but the channel is basically performing like mine, where nothing was happening, then that will be for you, because there's a lot of work that you're putting in right now to create all this content and stuff, and nobody seems to care. It's demoralizing, and you need to be rewarded. So if that's your case, you already started a YouTube channel, you tried in the past, it wasn't working, that is definitely going to be for you, because this is my story, guys. If you look here, that's my story. Now, if you haven't started a YouTube channel because you thought like, oh, well, it's not for me, you need a big audience, it's impossible to get monetized, there's too much competition, dude, there we go. You don't need a big audience, okay? I'm just proving that to you. This is 85,000 views in the last year, and just in the last month, I have more than half of it because of my system, okay? And if you're like, man, I don't have time, dude, I don't have time either, right? So obviously, I automate the process. My channel is all about automation, and this is the safest automation possible, okay? So because if you know anything about automation, you're like, oh man, at some point you're going to get suspended. There's no suspension, no nothing, okay? So it's basically automating all the tedious tasks, and then using like partner tools that are they're like white hat and everything accepted by YouTube to go out and do the work. So there's no risk for suspension or anything like this. Okay, so guys, that is pretty much it for today. If you are interested in YouTube, because I mean, YouTube for me is one of those things where you put a video on YouTube like 2 years ago, and then it can still be relevant 5 years later. Okay, and you're still going to make sales from it. Now, basically what happened is the whole time I was posting videos here, nothing was happening, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing. And then I found a new strategy, and now my new videos started pushing my old videos, right? And now these old videos that were making absolutely nothing, they are now making me sales, here and there. And again, every week, it's about, roughly speaking, about $1,000 that's coming from all this content that I've created before. And it's basically as if I had imagine you have a salesperson who just sells for you all the time. This is what your YouTube videos are going to do for you. They just sell for you. All right. So guys, that is pretty much it. It's Sunday. I'm going to go get some lunch or something. But stay tuned. If you are interested in YouTube and up until now you thought it was complicated and you thought it wasn't for you, then I will have a solution for you guys. And this week I'm going to launch something. And you guys know me. When I do a launch, I tell you at the end of the launch, it's gone forever. And it's going to be the same thing. So don't miss this launch, man. You've seen the numbers. Do not miss the launch. But I'll see you tomorrow. I'll give you more details on that tomorrow. See you guys. Thank you very much. Bye.